It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Christian Watson. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Packers and the Saints next on Madden NFL 24.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saint, nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready?
First down, going to the air with Love. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And you look at this Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
97.
Love, they go play action now. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Love to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hurry!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Play action this time with Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal from the 3. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let's go. Charge. Ready.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Had the option there, read it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now as the quarter.
And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take position. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting, it's not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Switch, yellow.
They run once more with Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a wise decision. Remember, he threw the pick on the last drive. This time he says, I'm not forcing one. I'm just getting it out of here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Love with a give to Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. It's Desmond Ridder with a touchdown pass there. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. In that game, level, as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one, all tied. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45.
Jackrabbit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
First down, Love to pass. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Here we go. Hustle, hustle.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Now it looks like he'll throw here. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ready?
They'll run again. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week.